Have you ever felt like God doesn't really get it sometimes? The pains, the troubles, and the urgency of a solution you desperately needed? I have felt like that too, especially when God seemed to have led me down a path that didn't make sense. But you know what? It may not have looked like your ideal road to a miracle, but it certainly holds the blessing somewhere along that road. I am Olu Akinwale, and this is Keeping Faith. Today I want to encourage you from the story of a blind man in the Bible whose experience with Jesus may well certainly mirror our experiences. In Mark chapter 8 and verses 22 to 25, Jesus arrived in Bethsaida, and by this time everyone knew him and that he could do miracles, and never doubted he would heal this blind man. And so they brought him to Jesus. They begged him to touch him. After all, they had seen Jesus touch sick people, and they received instant healing. So both the blind man and his folks expected a miracle. That sounds like you and me very often. We're troubled, sick, worried, distressed, and going through crisis in our marriage, business, career, ministry, etc. We've been looking for answers, and now we have come to Jesus. We have heard several testimonies of how he did it for others, even before they had finished calling upon him. So why won't he do it for me too? Well, for this blind man in Mark chapter 8, 22 to 25, it was a little different. Jesus touched him as they had requested, but only that it was not for an instant healing. Instead, it was for something more than he needed. A privilege not every sick man who had been to Jesus has had. Jesus held him and led him out of his comfort zone, away from the noise, on a journey where he would trust the unfamiliar hands and leadership of Jesus and experience the love and care of the Master. A journey that would have met the needs inside him that no one could meet. And somewhere along that journey, he also received his healing. Friends, maybe that is you too. Your heart is desperate for a change, and you've been calling to the Lord, expecting an instant miracle. Instead, he leads you on a journey through unfamiliar territories, sometimes away from the noise, the hands and the friendship you have trusted to guide you for several years, none of which could solve your problems. He asks you to trust him and walk with him as he holds your hands and leads you. It may seem he's taking you away from your expectation or the place you have thought your miracle could happen. But trust me, he is leading you straight into your miracles, like he led this blind man into his miracles eventually. And he's doing it, giving you more than you think you needed. He is meeting your emotional and spiritual needs too. And he won't let go of you until you have received your perfect miracle. So beloved, I encourage you on your journey to stay with the Lord and trust his safe hands and follow. Keep walking. You're on the path to your miracle. It may not look like it, but if it is the Lord leading you, he will lead you with all the care and the perfection you could ever need. And at the end of the process, you would have your miracles that you so desperately desire. And that's my encouragement for you today. Keep walking with the Lord. Somewhere in that journey is the answer that you're looking for. God bless you.